Hey guys, thanks for joining today. Randall here with Cooking Under Pressure, a YouTube channel dedicated to teaching you how to use your pressure cooker, whether you got an Instapot or any other pressure cooker. We're going to give you some really cool recipes, whether they're quick, easy, but they're always going to be tasty. Today, we have one of Mom's favorites. It is simply pasta and meatballs. Really quick recipe. It's only going to take less than 15 minutes. Just a 6-minute cook time. If you get a chance, please subscribe below. Always hit the notification bell. We want you to get all of our updated videos. And please leave some comments or some likes, dislikes if you don't like the meal. But we hope you are going to love it today because it is quick, it is easy, it is pasta and meatballs. We'll see you coming up next. Pasta and meatballs. Let's get this started. I like some nice Vidalia onion, sweet onion, yellow onion, whatever onion you'd like to put in there. Starting with some onion. You could also use shallots if you want, but I prefer onions. I like the chunk of the onion. A good tablespoon of garlic. Gotta love your garlic. We're going to have a garlic pasta sauce in this as well. So we're going to mix that up. I have already added 1 tablespoon of butter and 2 tablespoons of olive oil in here, just to get these onions cooking. I use a can of mushrooms. I love mushrooms in my pasta. It's going to be a really quick recipe. You can use fresh mushrooms if you want. This is the type of meal, pasta and meatballs, if you're like, what are we going to have for dinner tonight? And you don't have anything really around the house, but you always have an onion, always have some mushrooms, probably some frozen meatballs, some pasta, and some pasta sauce. And that's about it. You can make a fantastic pasta and meatball dish in 15 minutes. I like these little sweeties, these sweet bell peppers. I've got some orange ones and some red ones. These are super tasty and they add little color to this dish. Next up, I am going to put in, I've got 14? Let's see here. This is 12 ounces, about 40 frozen meatballs. These happen to be Italian. The brand is Celentano. Doesn't matter what kind of frozen meatballs you toss in. If you've got fresh ones, great. Make some meatballs, toss them in there. This is so easy, so quick. I just use the frozen ones that I have laying around. Today I am using a fire roasted tomato and garlic. It's a Classico. Doesn't really matter. Go with your favorite pasta sauce. I just use a jarred pasta sauce. This one has garlic in it. I've already put in a good tablespoon of garlic. And remember, we're on saute here. So we're just going to mix that in. This tastes so yummy with all of the garlic flavors. Last weekend we had friends in town from Dallas. Lewis and Mel, a couple of great friends of ours, took us to a garlic restaurant in New Smyrna, Florida called The Garlic. What an awesome restaurant. If you get a chance, go check out The Garlic. It's no reservations, a little bit of a wait, but well worth it. We are going to toss in just a couple of good shakes of oregano. Always got to have some oregano. You know, I like my adobo sauce. It's got some cumin in it, some pepper. It's got some turmeric, some garlic powder in it. I throw in 1 good tablespoon of sugar. I also like to put in a good tablespoon of soy sauce. I always put soy sauce in my pasta dishes. Instead of putting salt, it adds a nice little bite. So we'll mix that together. And as far as the liquid, you can put in water if you want, but really let's add some flavor. This is 2.5 cups of chicken stock. So you can put in vegetable stock, beef stock, You can do any type of stock that you want. If you want a flavored stock, go ahead and do that. I like to add in 1 bay leaf. Why? Obviously, because 1 bay leaf, for some reason, makes everything taste better. So we're going to throw a bay leaf in there. Make sure to dig it out. And last but not least, I just picked up this protein penne pasta. It is a full box, 14.5 ounces. I've done some research on these vegetable pastas. I had a vegetable rotini pasta with some zucchini puree in it. They all have the same flours. Sometimes the pastas get a little mushy. It really depends on the pasta. If you use a bow tie, that should be pretty good as well. The rotini worked really well. But just pour that whole box in there. There's really not a huge difference between these vegetable pastas and regular pastas. I am finding out the flour is about the same, and the only thing, maybe the calories are a little bit different. There's a little bit of marketing involved. It makes me feel a little bit better because I am going to be putting some vegetable pasta in here with higher protein and fiber content. And folks, that is it. We are going to lock that up. See how easy that is? So we'll close that at this point. And as always, make sure your pressure valve is closed. So we'll just turn off the saute and we will hit manual. And we'll go to 6 minutes. And that's it, folks. A 6-minute cook time for this awesome pasta and meatballs. So today, our cocktail of the day, of course, is wine. You've got to pair some wine with our pasta. It is a Chardonnay, a nice cool white wine. It's still summertime. Again, I'm reaching out to Monterey County. I love Monterey County. We have Noble Wines. We had Maomi. Love Monterey. This one is a very crisp and clean, another $10 bottle of Chardonnay that you can get that is buttery, citrusy, kind of the pear flavor going on, super light. It's like La Crema. If you've ever had La Crema, which is more of a $14, $16 wine, it's very buttery, very light, a $10 bottle of wine, Hess Select. This is what you should be pairing with today's pasta and meatball for the cocktail of the day. Welcome back, friends. We had a 6-minute cook and it took about 10 minutes to get up to pressure. Really depends on your pasta. It can fluctuate between 7 and 10 minutes. We're going to do a quick release, quick time lapse, and we've got about 1.5 minutes to get through that pressure. Now let's open it safely. Look at that gorgeous pasta, meatballs sitting on top. Sometimes that bay leaf will come right to the top, but I'm sure we'll find it. Look at the consistency of that. Perfect. Oh, you can see some of the garlic and the onions coming up to the top, the mushrooms. Look at that. The peppers add a little bit of color. It just cooks so nicely. And the butter and the olive oil help it from not sticking on the bottom. Oh, there's our bay leaf right there. We'll take that out. Look at how perfect that pasta came out. What I like to do at this point is just add a little bit of crushed pepper. Nice and fresh. I like my little electric crushed pepper. And my wife is a big fan of pink sauce. Not that this makes it pink, because usually it is cream, but I tend to use this Daisy sour cream. I usually put just a couple of, maybe a tablespoon or so, and I just blend it in, and honestly, it makes nice and creamy. Look at that sheen. The pasta is holding up nicely. Look at those meatballs, perfectly intact. It's close to a 15-minute meal. This is ready to eat, folks. We'll plate this. And it's the end of summer here in Florida, and my basil has survived. So I'm going to put a few sprigs of fresh basil right on our pasta. We'll take a quick bite. Got a meatball. Oh, perfectly cooked. Pasta is perfect. They're not even al dente, it's perfectly cooked. That's the way that you want your pasta. We've got the nice basil on top. Very tasty. Close to 15 minutes to make this dish. If you've got family, like I said, you've got the right ingredients laying around. This is a quick and easy and tasty meal. It is pasta and meatballs. Make sure you try this one in your Instapot or your pressure cooker. This is a great one for family, friends. I know we can't have a lot of people over during these difficult times, but this is a great meal to share. Look out for one another. Love one another. My mom had that sign at our house. Take care of each other. Stay positive. And as always, if you ain't cooking under pressure, you ain't cooking. We'll see you next time.